Today on the Budget News Network, exclusive Disney World expert Val Hughes is with us today to give us her insights after 15 Disney World vacations so that you too can save hundreds of dollars on your next Disney World vacation.
I saved hundreds on my Disney World vacation, and now you can too.
All this coming up on the Budget News Network. Hello. Thanks for joining us. I'm Cliff Hanger. Thank you for being here with me, Val.
Thanks so much for having me, Cliff.
So Val, tell us, what is the first way we can save hundreds of dollars at Disney World?
Well, Cliff, I'm so glad you asked me about food, because when it comes to whether you're with your family, like a family of 3, 4, or more, or just you and one other person traveling together, or you by yourself, this is one of the best ways to save money, because the food at Disney World is not normal prices. And all you have to do is go to disneyworld.com to see some of the menus, and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. So what I would recommend is, from the start of your day, I would say don't eat a big meal. Now, there are some nice table service restaurants, but you want to skip those, probably in favor of going to the theme parks as early as you can to get to those rides that you've been looking forward to for a really long time leading up to your trip. So this is a great opportunity to pack something portable. I'm talking like a granola bar, an orange and banana and apple, something that doesn't require refrigeration, preferably, that can go in your purse, your backpack, your pocket. And so you take that with you on Disney transportation, let's say, to ride to the park and eat it on your way, or in your own transportation if you've brought your own vehicle. So again, that expedites your morning and it saves you money. So after breakfast, you say, but I'm really hungry for some substantial food. I agree. This is how you maximize your dollars, is going to a really good restaurant that has table service, a waiter, type of dining establishment for lunch. Take a break also from the hustle and bustle of the parks at that point by sitting down in some air conditioning, relaxing. Take your time at this lunch and enjoy it. Really live it up. And then space out your next meal. This is where, again, if you had brought those portable snacks, this is great for kids. Bring like an applesauce packet that's portable. Bring some cheese and crackers that's portable and won't perish without refrigeration. Bring the things that you know your kids like, or that you and your family like. And again, you don't have to go into your wallet for a snack either. Now, if you want to buy that specialty Disney World snack, we all understand that has some excitement to it, to be at Disney and buy the snacks. But otherwise, I would just say stick to the snacks you brought from home, and then make it really count at dinner or lunch and have those special experiences. It might be character dining experiences in the theme parks or even at the hotels. So again, that's where you want to make the most of your dining dollars, and make special reservations throughout your trip. Maybe space those out. Don't do them all in one day or 2 days back to back. But when I say special reservations, I'm talking those more pricey dinners that do require a reservation to be seated at that restaurant. And again, space those out and get the most bang for your buck by not overloading yourself with too much gourmet food all at once, because then it's almost like all the food is just too rich. It's too tasty. If you've never done it and you've had this extraordinarily rich tasting food that's got so many spices, so many layers, so many flavors, it's like you get overloaded, and before you know it, you're just craving some normal food. You're just craving. So again, you spend all this money and then you don't even really want any more of that type of food. So again, spacing out those specialty dining, the ones that have all the special spices and the special exotic ingredients, space those out throughout your trip. Don't do too many of them all at once, so that they stand out more to your palate, to your taste buds. And again, you're not overspending. Another bonus tip to packing your backpack or your tote bag for the park for the day is to bring a reusable water bottle for every member of your family, because the reusable water bottle, once again, can be refilled throughout all the theme parks. They have water refill stations, and you can go to Disney restaurants, quick service restaurants, and ask for ice water for free, and you can refill your water bottle that way. So staying hydrated is the only way to go at Disney World. You will suffer dehydration if you don't. I mean, you're gonna sweat all this liquid out of your body. You need to replenish that. So by all means, bring your own water bottle, and maybe get some flavor packet sticks that can go in that water bottle to make it a different, refreshing taste every time. Because again, if you try to buy Gatorade, Powerade, bottled water like Aquafina, Dasani at a Disney quick service location, again, you're paying an arm and a leg, a good fraction of the price that you'd pay for a 12-pack or 24-pack of water at your local grocery store. So again, plan ahead, bring your own snacks plus your own water, and you're gonna save a lot of money throughout your day at Disney World.
Wow, I'm getting hungry already. But where are we gonna sleep? Val, talk to me about lodging options. You're watching the Budget News Network. We'll be back with 3 more money-saving tips right after these messages.
Have you ever tried to pay your bills on time, but you just can't? I mean, your car payments, your child's tuition, you open your wallet and all you can find is lint. That was me. There was even a lien on my house. And it just seemed like no matter how hard I tried while planning my Disney vacations and trying to pay for them, my Disney dream was fading, and fast. But that was until I tried Utripinstil. Utripinstil may cause increased energy, increased ability to pay bills on time, and an overall sense of optimism and calm. Additionally, some studies have revealed elation may occur due to lack of debt and freedom from finance charges. Tell your doctor if these and other symptoms do not become present after the first dose of Utripinstil. I'm so glad I tried Utripinstil, because now I can have my Disney and not be tripping. Ask your doctor if Utripinstil is right for you. For when you're tripping. Still.
So when it comes to hotels and lodging options, where you're going to stay, I say that it's good to look at it in category of what are your wants, but also what are your actual needs. And the reason I say that is because when you have just yourself, like I say, or if you have a larger travel party with a group of friends or family members, are you all sharing the same room? If so, that's going to have something to do with how you can save money. Disney has on their property the All-Star Sports, Music, and Movies Resort. And so they also have the Disney's Pop Century Resort. They also have the Disney's Art of Animation Resort, and those are known in the value category. But yet and still, if you're sharing it with adults who can all chip in to pay for some of these suites that they offer at a few of those properties, again, it can be a really great value, and the convenience of being on the Disney property is something that a lot of people like, plus the theming of those rooms. People really love how whimsical, how playful the Disney character artwork that's throughout all of the decor is. But there are other ways to save money, as most people have probably thought of. There's your local Orlando, Florida Vrbo or Airbnb. The objection that I have to those, though, and the question mark, even if it's not a full-blown objection, is that they don't have a brand name to uphold the way that Disney Resorts has a brand name to uphold in terms of cleanliness and maintenance of their property. So when you go and you stay at a Vrbo or an Airbnb anywhere across the United States or even outside the US, there's still that question mark of, is it going to be as advertised when you get there? So if you want to have a guaranteed experience, I do recommend staying on Disney property, because I have been there, as we know, I've been there 15 times. I have never had a bad experience on any of the Disney resort properties. I have stayed at the value level resorts, the moderate resorts, and their deluxe accommodations. And I've even stayed at the on-site Marriott resort. So you want to know what resort I would say is the best on all of Disney property? The best. Do you want to know the best? Yes, yes. Okay.
Tell me now.
The best
Right
on
now.
Disney property
Still waiting.
is Disney's the Marriott branded Swan and Dolphin Hotel. The reason it's the best is because of its location. It's the number one best location for Epcot and Hollywood Studios. You are literally within walking distance of Epcot and Disney's Hollywood Studios parks.
And while it is true that Disney's Yacht and Beach Club Resort, as well as Disney's Boardwalk Resort, which are on the same lagoon as Swan and Dolphin in the Epcot Resorts area, do allow you to walk to Epcot and Disney's Hollywood Studios, they do cost more on average per night than the Swan and Dolphin Hotel, as well as the fact that you cannot use Marriott Bonvoy rewards points at the Disney Yacht and Beach Club or at the Boardwalk Hotel.
Also, I would recommend this hotel because it is a luxurious accommodations. It overlooks the lagoon outside of the hotel. It also provides a spa on the property within the hotel. It also provides fine dining. For instance, Todd English has his own restaurant there in the Swan and Dolphin Hotel property, as well as you can get suites. Of course, you can get rooms that overlook, like I say, the picturesque waterfront. So there's all kinds of variety of how you can customize the accommodations. But to save the money, the reason I think again it's a great value, if you were to pay the deluxe accommodation rates for the other Disney properties that are known as the deluxe category, such as Grand Floridian, Polynesian, Contemporary, and even Fort Wilderness Lodge, you're paying way more, like literally about 3 times more, depending on the season, depending on if you're able to get any discounted rates, if there's a promotion running. But 3 times more, and what you're getting at the Grand Floridian, the Polynesian, the Contemporary, or the Disney's Fort Wilderness Lodge is that you're next to Magic Kingdom. In comparison, no other hotel on property is as close to Magic Kingdom as those 4. However, if we are talking about the likelihood of how much time are you going to spend in your hotel room and how much time are you going to spend enjoying the resort, if you have paid for a theme park ticket that gets you into Magic Kingdom and the other 3 theme parks, how much time are you spending in a hotel room? Most likely you're gone all day from that hotel room, and you've paid, again, $600, $700, $800 a night. And all you're doing when you get back to the hotel, because you're too tired, you're just sleeping. You're changing your clothes, etc. You're not really enjoying the amenities of this resort. So again, to pay less, again, a fraction of the price, you can use Marriott Bonvoy membership points that you get as a usage of frequently visiting Marriott hotels. You can use those for the payment on your stay. It's just a great value due to location, due to amenities. Look at the pool. I mean, go to their website, look at how luxurious this property is, and they have, like I say, quick service and fine dining, and you can walk, and you have a friendship boat, Disney's boat transportation that takes you both to Epcot and Hollywood Studios, and you can get bus transportation to all of the other Disney theme parks as well as Disney Springs. By the way, when you pay for the luxury of Grand Floridian, Polynesian, Contemporary, and Fort Wilderness Lodge, all of which are closer to Magic Kingdom, you realize you are only close to Magic Kingdom. So you've just paid, like I said, between $600 to $800 a night for a hotel room, and you're gonna have to get on a bus, a crowded bus, just like anyone else that's paid for a value resort or a moderate resort or a luxury resort. It doesn't matter. At some point, if you rely on Disney transportation during your stay at one of their hotels, you will be on a crowded bus to get to one of their theme parks, such as Animal Kingdom, Hollywood Studios, Epcot, or Disney Springs, or one of their water parks. So again, the accommodations often are not special enough to the point where you should invest that much more money in those hotels that are promoted to be in the best location next to Magic Kingdom. You do have monorail access to Magic Kingdom, and that's what they're talking about, makes it so quick and easy to get to that theme park. However, aren't you going to visit other theme parks? If so, I don't see why that is more valuable than staying at a hotel that's kind of more centrally located, such as Disney's Swan and Dolphin property. So I would say look into it, visit their website, check out the links in the description below, and you tell me what you think after that, Cliff.
Val, that's amazing. Incredible. Stupendous. Fantasmic. But if you know anything about Cliffhanger, you know that I'll sit on a perch to get that merch. So tell me, what about merchandise? How can I get my hands on some?
All right, Cliff. I know we all want to get our Mickey Mouse ears on, but you know what? It doesn't need to cost an arm and a leg to get that Mickey style that we all really enjoy. So what I recommend, buy your Disney merchandise in advance before you go on your trip. Go on Etsy or Amazon or Walmart.com and check out what's on sale. You can even check out shopdisney.com, because sometimes they really do have legitimately good sale prices on official Disney merchandise from Disney parks. And again, you can surprise your kiddos by getting that in advance. Present it to them maybe during the trip or right as you're getting ready to get on your flight, right? You know, build the excitement for the trip that you're going on. But the point is, you don't have to wait till you get there to buy some really awesome looking merchandise that gets you in the Disney vibe, right?
Oh, wow, that was quick. But Val, you gotta tell me, we've talked about where to eat, where to sleep, and how we can save money on all sorts of things. But you gotta tell me, what about the rides? We wanna know.
To quote on a great song that once said, "This is what we came here for." The rides, right? So, all right, starting with the world's most popular theme park, the Magic Kingdom. There are 25 rides and 35 attractions total, including the shows, etc. So Genie Plus, Disney Genie Plus. A lot of people have heard about this. There's a lot of mixed reviews out there about should you buy it, because it's a per day purchase so that you can ride shorter lines. You can get in line for the rides for a shorter line. It's not eliminating the line completely. All of the rides are not necessarily on that list, but most are. And so you're trying to expedite the way that you get through the park to ride the majority of the rides, right? Well, per day, the ride prices, or I should say the Disney Genie Plus prices, will fluctuate per day based on how popular, how busy the park is that day, based on the season. Like, is it a peak season? Is it spring break? Is it Christmas? Is it Thanksgiving, Halloween, etc.? Is it a summer vacation break for kids? You could go from maybe $16 per person per day, let's say, to all the way up to like $39 per person per day, depending on the season, depending on all those variables, like I said, per each day, per each person, per each park. Prices at each park are not the same. So generally, with Magic Kingdom being the world's most popular theme park, it's going to have the highest prices for Genie Plus per each day. Why did I tell you about the number of attractions? Because if there's 25 rides, do your research before you go. Get on YouTube, watch lots of ride point of view videos where people have got their camera on the ride showing you everything that you can expect. Read reviews And then you decide what rides you really need to go on, because chances are good that you're not going to really want to ride all those 25 rides. Maybe you and your family are more mature than that target audience, such as all of those attractions that are made for little kids in Fantasyland may not appeal to everybody in your traveling party. So again, maybe if you have little kids, they can't ride all of the big rides because they're too small, right? So again, realizing that you won't either be able to ride all 25 rides, or you might not want to, would help you to realize, do I need to make an investment to get in line for all those rides by buying this Disney Genie Plus so I can get in a lightning lane for those rides? That's doing your research ahead of time to help you decide. Because if you, for instance, were to pay $16 a person, $20 a person for Genie Plus, if there were 4 people in your party, you just spent $20 a person. That's $80 extra on top of the already very high ticket prices for the Magic Kingdom. So that's an example of Magic Kingdom. But at all the other theme parks, including the Magic Kingdom, all 4 Disney theme parks have specialty rides, which have individual lightning lanes. And in the individual lightning lanes, or individual attraction selections as they've also been called, you can pay separately just to skip, or not skip, but get in a shorter line for just that ride. And you don't get lightning lanes for all the other rides in the park. So what rides am I talking about? I'm talking about Rise of the Resistance Star Wars over at Disney's Hollywood Studios. Epcot has Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind, and Magic Kingdom has Tron and Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. And finally, Animal Kingdom has Avatar Flight of Passage. So again, you can pay extra to prioritize yourself in line. What I like about that is that, again, if the per day Genie Plus price for Magic Kingdom goes up to something like $25, $30, the per person rate for the individual lightning lane on Tron Light Cycle Run or Seven Dwarfs Mine Train is less usually than the daily Genie Plus rate. So if all this is confusing, check the links in the description below this video and you'll be able to visualize more about that pricing structure of Disney Genie Plus. But the thing is, if you're not going to be committed to riding every ride, then do you really need to get in shorter lines for every ride? If you're not going to ride them all, then no, you don't. And again, you could save hundreds, depending on the size of your traveling party especially, per day by not opting for that. Just prioritize your rides. Have fun when you're in line. Yes, it might be a 2-hour wait at times, but there's also ways to wait to ride rides at the right time of day, and you'll be able to minimize your waiting time in that line. So again, check out some of the other videos here on Let's Get Disneyfied Budget News Network channel, and you'll be able to see how you can get in line at the right time of day to kind of minimize your wait time. But when you do have wait time, I would say have fun with your friends, your family that you came with, because this is what you came for, right? You're supposed to be bonding, getting to really enjoy quality time together. And being in line together, honestly, while it may be a little warm in the Florida heat, it is still a great time to spend quality time if you make it. It is what you make it. So again, not paying for Disney Genie Plus, you will get longer lines. But if you're only riding a few rides and having fun watching shows, having fun watching parades, having fun dining throughout your day at the park, then you really don't need, again, to make that extra investment in Disney Genie Plus. So it's a great way to save hundreds, Cliff. My final tip, the number one way I think we all probably could figure out the way to save the most money on a Disney World vacation, not going, right? Okay, so that's the bottom line, is that Disney World is expensive. And if you invest in this type of vacation, some people would say, based on the fact that they have kiddos, they have more than one child, this is such an expense. It's like a once-in-a-lifetime expense, a vacation of a lifetime for some folks. And if that's the case, just know that going into it. But these tips that we've just discussed today, it really should help you save hundreds and still have a great time at the vacation of a lifetime.
Thanks so much, Val. And thank you, loyal listener. I'm pretty sure we can all safely say we've saved a lot of money listening to you today. by all means, have a good time next time on your Disney vacation. This has been Cliffhanger, your loyal host on the Budget News Network, signing off and reminding you that being broke is never a joke.